Happy anniversary, Sharon Academy. I'm here to give you some background. In 1995, things started to come together. Vermont had a law that allowed approved independent schools. I was just finishing my graduate studies in education, and the old schoolhouse in Sharon was empty. So, with steady encouragement from my family and friends, I began the quest of starting a school. In 1996, we opened TSA as a middle school in the old schoolhouse. We had one classroom, 2 teachers, 12 students from Sharon, Stratford, Tunbridge, and Stockbridge. We were able to do this because of incredible volunteer efforts. Our funding came from donations of $40,000 and tuition from sending towns. It was a very tight budget, but we did it. Then and now, we based our decisions on what is best for the student. This was my quest. Our planning and actions always referred back to what is best for the student, and it made TSA what it is today. We wanted our students to be happy and fulfilled at TSA. We wanted to meet their needs, to encourage them, and to help them open possibilities. Our entrance requirements were clear. We required that students, parents, and teachers and staff work together to help make the TSA experience right for the student. And above all, we required that the student wanted to be at Sharon Academy. These simple requirements led to a wonderful community. Over the years, it became apparent that our students, parents, and teachers, all working together, formed a deeply thoughtful and supportive community. And this is TS today, what is best for the student and our strong community. Our curriculum back then was integrated. That was what I was studying in school. It was based on making connections. We emphasized depth, not breadth. We guided students in understanding that each subject they studied was tied to a larger, more significant idea outside of that specific subject. We started as a middle school with our studies based on who am I? Our reading and writing was based on coming-of-age literature, both current and historical. In science and math, we studied human development and the environment. In social studies, we delved into the impact of our heritage and how that affects how we act today. Pretty impressive, huh? Today in the middle school, this integration is still going strong. As we grew into the high school, we grappled with how to continue with integration, and we based our studies on universal questions and how these questions could be answered within specific subjects. Our most successful integration came with the humanities, of course, but we also had many instances of tying in the sciences, and with the sciences came math. Today, I am thrilled to see the high school taking up the banner of making connections with the new, deeper learning curriculum model. You will learn a lot more about that in this coming year. Our drama program began with a musical each year in the middle school. Today, the middle school presents an incredible circus every year, and the high school does an equally incredible musical. The time we dedicated to drama was, and still is, equal to the time given to sports. I was determined that TSA kids had the chance to be exposed to both drama and sports, not to one or the other, which is the case in many other schools. All of our studies led to graduation by presentation. Both in the middle school and in the high school, teacher advisors guided students to bring together their learning and interests by presenting a well-developed piece of work to an audience of peers, teachers, and guests. I still hear from TSA students that they learned so much through the presentation process. They didn't really like it as it went on, but they knew once they went out in the world that they had learned so much. They tell me of presenting ideas in an organized fashion, out loud, and with confidence. You don't see that very often in young students. Because of our success in the middle school, our 8th graders would not go away. They wanted TSA to continue, so we opened a high school. This was huge. It involved preparing kids for college or a job, sports, and it involved depth and more depth. It also involved building a school. something that was definitely not on my agenda. But for the kids, we did this. We built a school with the help again of our amazing TSA families and friends. People stepped forward, donated their expert abilities and their money. We did it. From there, our students, families, and staff, led by Michael and now Mary, have moved on with what we have today. On our 25th anniversary, we have a thriving middle and high school. We have 2 campuses. We have a community beyond belief. We have the Sharon Academy. We have caring, connections, and depth. This is TSA. Thank you.